Abby's View. Well, I'm sorry to say that Josephine has not yet showed up. There's no need to worry, I'm told. Her captain tells me she just took a bit of a detour. Apparently, something came up a few miles northeast of Roanoke, Virginia, and she will be delayed for a short time. It is no big deal, but when you are a queen, sometimes there are things you just need to take care of. I'll give you 3 guesses of who did show up. You give up? It was the Peepers. They decided to favor us with a lot of singing last night. Now, you are correct in saying they were always here, so I probably should not have said show up, but I think you know what I mean. They made themselves known in no uncertain terms. Flowers, robins, and now the Peepers. Spring is here regardless of what your calendars tell you. The Peepers are a little tougher to communicate with than some of the other critters that live here on the farm or nearby. They are extremely busy this time of year and don't have a lot of time for chit-chat. They also really like to stay by the water, and the little streams we have here are on the other side of the fence around the yard. So it is tough for me to get close enough to have a decent conversation with them. When I go with Dan and Laura on walks, I usually have a lot of other things on my mind and often forget to stop by for a brief visit. I take the full blame for that. I can walk at my leisure, I can race, or I can stop and sniff and tarry and basically do what I want to do. I love the walks we take. Occasionally, it has been noted, I don't listen that well while outside the gate. I am not saying that is totally accurate, but I am also not saying it isn't. I would imagine my manners or lack thereof is not really a topic I should use up valuable space on in this column. Anyway, getting back to the Peepers, they did share one story with me that I was unaware of. It seems that last year, Dan was going to clear quite an area of low brush and shrubs and small trees that live next to the stream out front. He thought it would look much neater and give the front a manicured look. The Peepers overheard him relaying this to Laura. He had all the necessary tools and equipment out with him and was ready to roll. The Peepers were very nervous, as this would decimate their habitat. They were at their wits' end in trying to figure out how to make the long journey across the road and down the bank to where the next habitable location was to be found. Before they could get too distressed, they heard Laura speak up. She basically said to Dan, "Are you out of your ever-loving mind? What is wrong with you? This is such a perfect spot for so many different species. Why on earth would you want to do that?" They tell me they kind of heard Dan say, "Well, I kind of just thought that, I really don't know what I was thinking." And that was that. Just as quickly as they began to panic, they calmed down and went about their business, knowing that all was right with their world.